Yo, 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 welcome back to another video. In this episode, we're going to be viewing potential HMO sites. We're also going to be viewing and securing our first commercial to residential project that we're doing just for a client. So that'll be interesting. And also Kane's going to take you through the myriad of construction issues and projects that we have going on at the moment. And we're going to show you some progress at the office. So stick around, stay tuned, enjoy the video, like, comment and subscribe. We are viewing a large terrace. It's on one of these here. I don't know which one. Graham found it. Graham's just paying for parking right now. But these are all heritage buildings, so most of them are listed. On the corner there, a company we know from Darlow is doing a load of luxury apartments. They've got planning, no problem. Quite a few of these are resi, but they're also a mixture of businesses as well. Be funky to see what we can do, but they're big properties, big old properties. I love the big old properties. They've got character, and you can get more out of them. Graham.
Yo.
Say hello.
Yo. Another hooker building.
This one here?
So this
yeah.
story. Got great extensions next door, so loads of potential on this building. You can't quite see there, but a cellar.
Oh yeah.
Its own entranceway as well, so Earl Grey house.
Yeah, nice.
Posh. It's going to be expensive.
It is going to be spenny. Hello. So, grade 2 listed building. I mean, just stunning features. I mean, these would be like luxury. We would have to do these to a very nice spec. Keep some of the existing covings, the pendant, all the architraves, everything around these windows, this old wooded panelling. So we know we can get 4 apartments in here because it's 4 stories and they're big floor plates. But can we get more condensed studio apartments and try and get 2 on the ground and first? Then we're getting 6 apartments out of it, which is probably a bit juicier, better on the yield. All right, so 1, 2 massive rooms. Oh, it smells old. This is what we're looking for, just doing a unit like this, because this can rent for 700, 800 quid a month. If it's all condensed, kitchen set over there, bed, little living area, TV. They've got their own entrance from the front and then get another one out the back here. But we need to keep this central circulation area for fire escape for the whole building and access to the rear yard. It's old filing storage. How many units can we get? When you're looking at buildings like this, you've always got to think, how many units can I get? How many units can I get? And be slightly conservative and think of optionality with extension works and stuff like that. We'll then get a walkthrough video after talking about all of those ideas so that we're remembering everything, immortalising the survey that we're doing on site now, so that when we're sat back at the laptop, we can go, oh yeah, there was this idea to do that, there's this idea to do that, and then break our feasibilities in different ways, so that when we're presenting it either to an investor or if we're looking to do it ourselves, we know that when it comes to drawing up plans or engaging with the council on a pre-application or going for financing, we can see what deals stack better. And some might require more equity, some might be more risky, some the bridging lender might not like as much. Listed building like this, we might have more complications with extensions, so it's good to think of your options. So we usually always get an option where there's no extensions, maybe just internal, so we might just do a loft conversion. We'll look at that as like the base case, and then with some of the extensions, and then with more optimistic extensions. So trying to go as big as we can, and we've then got 3 options. And then are we doing a HMO, are we doing apartments? For this one in particular, we'll just do apartments, but we can have 3 different stages of those apartments to run through feasibilities. Existing building, modest extensions, big extensions, and then when we go to planning, we'll go for the biggest first, engage with the planners, see what the feedback is. If they like it, we'll run through with that, and if they don't, then we can fall back to one of the other options. Big yard. You bring it literally right the way up to just off of the lintel and the sills, and there's another nearly 2 metres there, and then pull it all the way back to it. We need a provision for refuse, bin collection. If we need to upgrade the services here, where do we put a plant room? There's loads of weird extensions. I mean, that's fucking massive, isn't it?
And you got a brand new transport interchange, literally a couple of 100 metres away, haven't you?
What's this up for?
A grand under 200k, 199.
It's not bad.
Yeah, a lot of building, isn't it?
200 grand.
For the money.
I mean, yeah, what would you pay for that in other areas of the country? 200 grand for that is a steal. Maybe get 7 or 8 apartments out of this, maximum, if we did a big extension. And on the internal, drop 3 out of that, so we get 4 or 5. But that's fairly conservative. I'm assuming that we're doing an apartment per floor, but we could probably get away with studios on this. Now we're going to power through the upstairs as well. It's going to be quite similar to the ground and basement floor, but the loft is what we really want to see. Okay, already got the loft converted. Nice. We might need to knock that into this one. So then this just becomes one apartment. Could essentially be a 2-bed, 1-bed, 2-bed, kitchen, living area, and then you can rent them out per room. So rent the 2-bed flat per room. Kind of heading on cluster flats then, where you can get really good yields, but the council can't say anything because you're under the licensing threshold. And then just do 1 flat up here, one really nice flat. If we slap a big dormer on the back, could maybe then get a 2-bed apartment out of it and again rent it per room. So then we're taking 2 apartments that we could rent for, you know, say 800 quid. So rather than getting 1,600, we can get 2,600 rent. Cool building, nice space. So we'll now go through, get our recording of the whole building, explaining the different ideas and options for the building, and with it being a listed building as well. It's only grade 2, so it's not too tricky to deal with, which is mostly just the external features. So they won't want us to render this building, or we have to get certain permissions from Heritage England to get past some of that stuff, but all the internals won't be protected. Anyway, cool. Interesting building. Hopefully get quite a few apartments out of it. Let's see if we can buy it. Nice. And we're in a new town. We're viewing some commercial shops and uppers. We are about 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes, just down the end of this road to the main train station. This town particularly is undergoing hundreds of millions of pounds worth of redevelopment in the town centre to redo the high street. So they knocked down all the old shops and they're creating like a garden plaza, and then introducing more upmarket shops. And then there's a lot of big employers here that are employing thousands of new workers. And the train station is literally those trees there. And then we're looking at 4 terraces here with shops and uppers. So, slightly different proposition to what we usually do, but it's already producing that ground rent with the commercials. So it's then, what can we do with the vacant uppers, which are offices at the moment? Can we convert those to apartments and then restack the deal? We'll see. Interesting one. Fucking never seen that before. All right, well, we've got 2 bedrooms here. 2 bedrooms, so the landlord's already got change of use for the uppers to convert from offices to resi, which is a plus. 4 separate titles as well, which makes it easier. Could always carve them up and split them as 4 separate deals. Here we go, upstairs. Got a floating radiator. Nice feature. Get another 2 bedrooms up here as well. So 1, 2, without the ground, 2. So this is a 3-bed flat, 3-bed HMO. Got a stunning view. Those tower blocks. Look at the skyline, Sonny. The skyline. I mean, that's a bit annoying. Or 2 little studio apartments. Kitchen, bedroom, with an ensuite in there. We get a 3-bed HMO out of this. And I think that's it.
Alright, just on our way to Newcastle today, because we're meeting a monitoring surveyor for one of our schemes that are about to start on Thursday. Worked with him a couple of times, it's one of our good clients this. He's looking to build a portfolio with us. So yeah, that's the nature of the business today. Well, we'll get on and get it done. See you later. Okay pal, I'm just up in Newcastle starting off another site. No, right at the back gate. No, just before, don't record me. But I've allowed to do a new box cutter detail here, Jeff. Repoint that cheek and repoint this cheek. Where are you, Jeff? Did you bring the drawings, yeah? Fucking print them out on A4 for you, creature. No, keep all that, son. Good lad.
That'll get lost.
No, well, it will fuck. He's a reliable hippie.
You either go to Stephen the office because I'll come fucking looking for you.
Don't scare him, he's been intimidating me and you.
Stephen the office, I'll do it right.
So this has been picked up, hasn't it?
It has been picked up.
So see this here? See where them steps are there? It steps down, so we're going to suspend a new floor in this section here. Yeah, that end's coming out. We'll get a lintel in there, but them concrete steps will fucking big old pecker on there.
Lintel what for what? What you put a lintel in for?
Obviously open this sort of section up when we come through here. You're fucking you 20 years younger, I'd knock fuck out here. I'm telling you. I'm fucking, it's abuse of an old man now.
Where's the drone?
I can't hit seniors.
I mean, them drones are way over the top, and you're not actually giving me the elevation.
You can't fuck it up then, Jeff. That's what.
If we're going to bring it through.
Yeah. The drains are the problem here. That's
because
sort of surmised.
Because you're building over 3
Yeah, we'll take that out,
so
or we'll reinstate a new one here.
We're getting to the bottom of it now, like. So I've got to come up.
It's fucking common knowledge if you had a look at the drawings, Jeff. So we've got to put a new chamber in on this section here, but I want to reduce this down. Let's have a go through on the plans then.
Yeah.
I'll show you how. I'll show you how to do this job, so you can't fuck it up.
What's this? Blue and red. What was that?
That's me. That's recording my your voice. That's Jeffrey Tassel admitting to crimes. Popping, isn't it? Because the lime's trying to breathe and it's pushing the old fucking sand and cement. Isn't it? One of them old school builders, you know what I mean?
Can you actually do the buttons up on that coat?
Of course I fucking can. What do you mean? It's fucking muscle fit. Done fuck all, Jeff. I forgot more than you know, son. I was expecting a bite there, but I didn't get it. That is the upstairs. So these two en suites are going to be positioned here and here. So we'll drop the ceilings, get dropped in here, but first we'll run the stacks over, tee into that ensuite, which is going to be in this corner. So this wall will get dropped, that, bring that out of here, bring that back out to here for the communal. And we've got all this then to play with. Yeah.
What time did he say?
10 o'clock.
Well, run off, get us some coffee, son. Go on you go.
I've had my coffee, buddy. I'm director, Jeff, you know what I mean? You get on your
You couldn't fucking direct traffic, you dog.
But my job's make more fucking profit. Finish.
Oh, yeah, you fucking...
And finish on time.
You should.
Go on, do it for me.
Existing, don't you put through the lens?
Yeah, you do.
Edit that. No, you don't.
Yeah, I guarantee you fucking do.
I guarantee you don't.
Guarantee. Bookmark this moment. At the end of the fucking job, I guarantee there's trickle vents in them windows.
If you change putting your windows in, it will need trickle vents.
Look, Jeff.
Existing don't need it.
Jeff, I know I'm right. Let's not argue.
As usual.
Look, me and Jeff often have this back and forth because we've got different methodologies. But the top and bottom is, I run a more efficient and profitable outfit in Teesside area. Just when I thought you were going to be late, lad. Yeah, I know. This is Sam, an efficient animal of Wakefield Chartered Surveyors. I'll give you a bit of a run through what a monitoring surveyor does. So we as the contractor will submit an application every Thursday to the client and his representatives, from which point an assessment of our payment application will be made, as well as progress meeting every Thursday, and he'll issue meeting minutes from that point, recording any delays and any outstanding requests for information, RFIs as they're called. Jeff knows what he's in for now, so it'll be snag free next time, won't it, Jeff?
Snag free, that.
Just fucking get on with it, Jeff. We'll stick to the agenda, then you can take the piss after.
It's on.
Paid within 5 working days, so.
The name subcontract is any outside of the firm or
No.
all internal?
All internal.
Okay, statute applications, building regs. Is that going to be done with a building notice throughout the course of the weeks?
Yeah, well, we'll raise a building notice.
And party wall stuff, which apparently we with next door.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get scheduled.
It's sold, isn't it?
Yeah.
What party wall is it? There's only...
It's just been sold, has it? What a deal. Yeah, we've had a look out the back because there's that contentious drain, isn't there?
Contentious.
Well, crack out the big vocabulary when the glasses are on, lad.
You went through that yesterday.
I did. Fuck it out. It's on the toilet paper, that new word every day one.
Still nice and straight, that roof though, isn't it? There's no bags in it anyway.
Starting though, innit? So we've just finished with Sam, finishing up the pre-commencement meeting over at 6-bed property in Gateshead. All standard stuff, like I say, clarifying a few bits pre-contract, so there's clearly visible and defined PC sums with that we can include within the JCT. So if them works do need to happen, there's already a ballpark figure within that quotation. So there's no nasty surprises. You hear a load of other stories, oh, it's going to be another 20 grand once the contractor's already on the job. We try and operate in open, transparent circumstances at all times, cut above the rest. But there's a contentious subject about the roof. The roof's deteriorated since the last time we've come here, but we already had 3.5 grand in for a box cut repair, repointed, and patch replacement. For a full re-roof, you're looking at about 7.5 to 8 grand. All tired slates, that's original roof, that's over 100 year old. As it's a product that you don't want to revisit and an asset, you just want that to be sat there, any structural integrity to maintain for at least 10 years. We're now here at a 7-bed conversion in South Shields. Because, as I spoke about on the last video, the building control are, due to it being a change of use sui generis, they're making us firmly upgrade the floors. So as you can see here, 150mm worth of loft roll going in between the floors and a chicken mesh system. So while the floors are up, we're getting all our drainage pipes. But what they also don't like, they don't like any 90-degree bends. So you've got a 450 bend there. We'll shoot that across and 450 it back in outside so we can dig the channel along the back wall as per normal. But you see here, it's give us the opportunity to get it in a decent position, because every other time, ideally, you want your shower over this side, then your toilet over that side when it's a solid floor. But if this was concrete, they wouldn't have made us do it. That's why I have the problem. Not necessarily firmly upgrading the building. New floor. Also, we don't then need to apply overlay the floors within the en-suites. ready to prep work for the vinyl. Right, so we're here upstairs. As you can see here, first fixed drywall's been done, ceilings have been dropped in. As you see up there, the 2 extractor vents have been done for this ensuite and this off-suite. The first fixed pipework's in. Because we use metal, we have to put grommet strips around because the metal's really sharp, the tin. All our joints for the ensuite are in one area. It can only leak here or at the manifold system. As you can see here, any joints after this can isolate all of them. Ceilings in, sequential process, strip done. We drop the ceilings in, then the walls go up the underside of it. We can save on the linear meterage of the metal. And we drop that to a 2.4, so they come a standardised 2.4 stud, 2.7 or 3.6. As you can see as well, the lighting circuits are in and the fire alarms. So the next thing is to do all the socket and wall placements, switch fuse spurs on the ensuite, radiators. We're all right.
And we're here at this property. 6-bed HMO. You've seen this one before in the vlogs, but I haven't done a proper update for a little while. So we're going to come into it. We've got 3 nestled in this exact area, so we're going to hit all 3 of them back to back. So yeah, we've got these feature panels running up the walls now, which is sweet. Doors on, hinges on, feature walls mostly getting finished. We have got our suites in, the 3 pieces are here. Let's look at this front room, because I think most of the deco is in. Actually, it'll be better upstairs. Look at these feature walls we're doing. So this is basic shit. It's just MDF strips, aren't they, that we're putting on here?
Yeah, they are basically, yeah.
MDF strips nailed and glued to the wall, and then paint them up, looking smart. And then we've got these dado rails and stuff running up the stairs all the way to the top. We'll look at those in a minute. They also run through here. Maybe we got a bit carried away with them, but I think they look sick. So why not? And then yes, our kitchen is starting to go in. Left the exposed brick, and we have units above there, ample storage. Again, something we've been doing with our new product spec. We've just been giving more than the requirements for cupboard space in kitchens and bedrooms, because it's a big thing for tenants. Your retention rates on tenants, as well as just the attractiveness of their room when they come into view. If they know they've got all the storage they need, like at least, say 3 cupboards per tenant in the kitchen, then they've got their own food cupboard in their bedroom and a mini fridge and everything else. It's basically a self-contained flat. They've got all the storage they need for food, cold storage, those other items that they may not necessarily want to leave in the communals, like their favourite cereal box or... This is why I don't touch construction sites, Keep me off the tools, boys! Now we're going through here and up our stunning stairs. Yeah. That's wet paint as well, so don't touch that. Yeah, and we've gone for a green in here. So we've done a purple and a green, so that even the rooms are a bit different, to give a bit of optionality for tenants. Try not to go for too bright a colour, just because it can be a bit off-putting, so like a nice dark rich green. And we've got our little side lights as well, which are cute. When the bulb's in those, it'll cast a nice little shadow off the black shade.
Are you going to be using these colours mostly, or are we varying? Is this the standard colour now?
Good question. I like these colours. I think these are good. There's the thing with colours, you ask too many people's opinions, you're always going to get different answers. Not everyone can agree on the same colours. I always just think, go for like a dark, rich tone. It doesn't try to compete with anything else in the room. I am not an interior designer, so I may not know exactly what I'm talking about, but that to me is not too imposing. If it was a bright green or a yellow or a red, then they can be a bit off-putting, and the tenant coming in could go, I fucking hate red. Whereas I don't think they're going to go, I fucking hate that green, but it does add a splash of colour. And I think it looks, fucking paint. I need to stop touching shit. Yeah, here's another one of these purple ones. And just to cover the whole wall as well, end to end, or from the door frame to the wall, just trying to cover the whole piece so that this area of the room has all the colour. And it's those marketing shots as well. Imagine stood in this corner here, getting a nice marketing shot. You've got all these colours of the feature wall panels, the bed's going to be in here, the storage units. Just going to look sick. But yeah, I am a big fan of this property. We're just setting a new precedent. I know I bang on about it, but it's important to bang on about it. We're creating a manufacturing facility and for property developments. And today we've just secured, we've secured 2 HMOs this week so far, and we're Tuesday. So 2 HMOs all secured, gone out to memos, and then just secured, I got off a Zoom call about an hour ago for an apartment scheme, which we're doing on behalf of a client as well. So we are now doing commercial to residential developments for clients, as well as HMOs. And it's all a part of us rising up the pyramid, where we start with HMOs, that's our product, we roll it out, get the manufacturing facility working, get the systems, get the processes, and we know what we're doing then. Like any business providing different products and services and ranges of products, we are trying to systemize the HMOs, and then we add on the commercial to residential developments, which will initially be anywhere from 5 to 10 apartments, possibly 20. We do 20 for ourselves, but it's different when doing it with a client because they may have a certain risk appetite and a bigger project may not be something they want to take on just yet. So the 5 to 10 range is a nice range. They're not too dissimilar from a large HMO, but it's diversifying. It's a capital play and a yield play. And long-term apartments will grow in value, but also apartments are going to be here forever. HMO market is a bit more dynamic. Yeah, we're now offering that anyway, so we're stacking that on top, and in the future we'll go on to even larger commercial to residential developments, and we've got 3 different product ranges then. And then we'll do the build to rent stuff, which is our long-term plan. Build to rent and retain 100, 200 unit apartment schemes. And we will get there, you know. There is a vision here and we're rising up through the ranks. And now we're going up these stairs. Honestly, I'm proud of this property. I wouldn't even say I'm happy with it, I'm proud of this property. It's great that this is where our expertise is getting us. You know, if you just look down there, it's just this really nice feature in the property and we didn't have to do it. Just thinking that bit more on design, that bit more on optimizing for the tenants. And the great thing is, because we have our own lettings business, we get so much feedback from tenants and we know what we need to add to improve the product. I love that we have our lettings business. It gives us loads of market data, which is great when we're then manufacturing the product on the front end. Because of the nuance of this room, we couldn't get the same kind of feature panel in. We'll have a bed there, TV hang off the wall here, little kitchenette down there, clothes storage. So we've really made the most of this awkward loft space where we had to leave in these quirky walls that are holding up the purlins. Nothing we could do about that unless we were going to gut all this out and stick 2 big steels in instead. It costs a lot of money, so instead we've tried to make something of them. Little room dividers, creating space and a headboard for the bed. But anyway, that's us here. Let's go on to a site just down the road. And now we're at this 6-bed HMO refurbishment, which is literally just around the corner. You might notice as well in some of these vlogs, I don't know what's happening to me, yeah, but I got cursed at birth with my hair. Like I've had 2 hair transplants, yeah, and it's thinning again, so I might need a 3rd one. So if you notice my shit hair, feel free to drop it in the comments. There's nothing I can do about it. Right. All right, so this one, 6-bed, we've got 2 bedrooms, front and back. Oh, this room's nice and big actually. Bigger than I thought it'd be. It's always like that. The second you get the walls up, they just get bigger than you think. We've got our waste pipe running through there. We've had to bury in the waste down here as well. And a big extension getting knocked up. And here, we have the old kitchen. It's all being stripped out, punching a hole through there to get to this extension in the rear. We're not gonna go out there, because that's just gonna destroy my song. I'm just gonna pass you here. Look, we've got that. Whoop. And there's the extension. Coming up nicely. Anyway, that's this one. I know you guys have seen a lot of these. We'll run upstairs quickly, have a little look at it as well. Ooshka, ooshka. For some reason, we've gotten rid of the balustrade. Must have been rotted out. But that, I don't believe, was on our spec, so there's another cost, but that's for us. That's our own cost. Because we do fixed price lump sums. All of our quotations that we give to clients, once you get that quote at the start, it doesn't change to the end. And at some projects, we've actually incurred a 20 grand deviance. One of them, we just got a bit screwed by a wall that looked a bit dodge, and we thought we just had to jack up one of the joists, but it turned out that that joist was actually sagging because of a structural implication in the wall below. We basically had to rebuild the whole side wall of the extension. We teach this stuff, so if you... This is the back bedroom, 2 off suites here. So if you want to learn about HMOs, you want to learn how to do them, and we've been doing them for years now. We're going to be doing about 50 HMOs in just the next year. So I don't think there's anyone in the country who's doing volume like we are for HMOs. And bear in mind, we've only been going a year, just about a year, with this new development services business. To show me someone who's scaled quicker than we have and who's doing it better than we are, there just isn't someone, especially not who's captured the whole life cycle, from literally sourcing the funds and the clients, finding the properties, managing the construction, the lettings, all in-house, the back-end stuff. We do everything. There is no one operating like we are. And we now teach this stuff with our HMO masterclass, which you can find in the link below. It's a pretty cheap course for what it is. You know, you'll pay less on this course than you will a solicitor's fee on a transaction. So it's well worth, if you want to learn about HMOs, you want to learn how to build the foundations of a development business, go get the course. And look, it makes me money, but it's also going to make you a lot of money if you implement the strategies in the course. And it helps brand as well, so why not do it? Anyway, that's this property. Now we're going to move on to the next one. We've gone just around the corner again, and we've got this one. Whoop. So we pulled off all the wallpaper on this. The plaster just had no bond with the brickwork, so it all came off. So we then had to reboard and plaster it back in. Could have bonded it, but it would have just wouldn't have had that long-term quality. So instead we do this, and it gives us a much better finish. And that long-term durability. Hello Ian, how you doing mate? So there's our front room in here. This is a bit of a smaller property. Looks decent. Then kitchen diner in here. So we cut out the old window and put in a big door and window panel above. So then we minimise the loss to circulation area. So this will just be a big kitchen diner going through to a rear bedroom down there. So yeah, then we get this sort of long skinny bedroom. But this was where the kitchen was. But this is much better now. So I'll have another little bedroom in there. And then through here, another 2 bedrooms with their off-suites. The bedroom there, off-suite here for that one, bedroom here, en-suite for this one. So as you'll notice, the actual floor plate of this building is quite similar to the one we just saw, but it's a bit smaller. What we've done with the layout is very similar because we're optimizing for the same configurations of the spinal walls that are here that we have to retain, the stairs and how it pivots up the stairs, but we've got slightly smaller square footage, so slightly smaller bedrooms. So in that other property, it's probably about 20% bigger on this room, but you also pay 30 grand more for that property than this one. We have internal metrics that we're looking at, which is refurbishment cost per room, purchase price per room, total capex per room. And that's kind of how we appraise our deals. So we know how we've performed on other types of properties that need a certain level of refurb, whether it's a light refurb, a medium refurb, or a heavy refurb. This would be considered a medium refurb because it's back to brick. Quite a lot of internal reconfigurations going on, chimney breast removals, etc. But we're not having to do any major extension work, so it's not considered heavy. That's this property. Now we're going to bop over to the office. And we're at the office. So, we've made headway on the refurbishment, but obviously everyone's already in here now. Ooh, look at that little big man. So yeah, it's a bit more homely now. The guys have put in accessories, bits and bobs. Robbie's been allowed in the office. Look at this though, this is cool. We've got a little butterfly. It's not a sticker, that's actually in our window pane. A little bit brown, it's cool, isn't it? And then balcony's gonna go out here at some point. For now, we've just got a death drop. Yeah, you can stand on that. Yeah, so this will be a balcony at some point. Our plan here, we have a, does feel a bit booky, doesn't it? Plans is to put a balcony here because the sun's path is there and the sun sets there. So we want a balcony here. And in the future, we're going to stack 2 containers back there for all the construction storage to go into. And then we're going to create a walkway over to the top where we'll have a cabin on the top as another little office. So that's the plan. And it's all temporary because it all can be craned in and out. So don't necessarily need planning permission for it, which is sweet. And we need to rip out this fucking yard. There is a lot of shit building up in this yard. It's become a bit of a cesspit and a dumping ground. But mostly because whilst we were refurbing this, there's just so much shit coming out that we might as well just leave it all until we get the waste boys in to do one big run. All right, and that's us done here at l'office. We still need to start this balustrade as well, and there'll be a nice kind of regal carpet going on here, which is gonna look sweet. And then we've got all of the downstairs to deal with at some point. But to be honest, not even thinking about it right now because it's too much to think about, but at some point all of this will get the same kind of makeover as the upstairs. Let's just have a look at this yard quickly because it is, yeah, out here we do have some spare material. The rest of it is just a load of shit, and to be honest, this is tardy behaviour on our part, but we haven't needed this yard for anything and we had so much shit to get rid of that we just thought we'd dump it here, and we use a local removal guy and they'll just come and sweep it in one day. So we are now at that point where we don't have much else to put out here. So we'll get all of this cleaned off, and then the yard is functional and we can get at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 cars in here. I mean, for now we can get probably 6, 7 cars in here. But once this is all built out here, probably 3, 4 spaces. But anyway, that's this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, drop me a comment for stuff you want to see in future episodes. Now look, if you're an investor and you're interested in building a portfolio, but you want a hands-off service, an end-to-end solution, then that is exactly what we've designed this whole business for. It is an end-to-end solution, and there's Vicky there. She's one of the ends. She's the back end, actually. She's the lettings. So on the back end, you get looked after by Vicky and the team in perpetuity, managing the rentals of these properties. And obviously we build them and manage everything else in-house as well. So if you're interested, contact us at info@bowpartners.co.uk. You can check out the website in the description as well, see what properties we've done, see what we're about. And hopefully, look forward to hearing from you soon. But for now, peace out, subscribe.